Hello, this is Roberto and this is the HVAC in my channel. Today we're going to be talking about heat load calculations for townhomes part 7. Okay, so in this case we're going to be talking about equipment selection. Alright, so let's get into it. So in the previous video we already talked about the ventilation, the heat loads and everything. So pretty much everything is ready for our equipment selection. Okay, so we're going to go to the right draw. So in the right draw, we have 3 levels, right? So we have the basement, we have the first floor, we have the, the second floor in a townhome, right? So we need to find out where to put our mechanical system, our mechanical room, right? So preferably in the basement, but usually they put it in the attic because in the attic there's plenty of space and then you can put all your ducts, which is energy inefficient. It's not recommended, okay, but for the sake of this video we're gonna put it in the attic. We're gonna put the ducts in the attic and then we're gonna need a riser, a shaft, a riser in here and go to the basement. Okay, so now if we go to the second floor, what we're gonna do is we need the equipment selection. What type of equipment do we need? Okay, so in order to do so, what we do is we go to this icon right here, equipment, or you can always press F7 as it's recommended right there. So when you have that, you have the system type. You have data, features, gas, water heater, performance. So in the system type, you need to find out what kind of system are you going to put in this townhome, okay? So usually what we do is a split system in residential especially. In commercial, we have different options, okay? So for a split, we have the option to do a split AC, and then furnace. However, let me share this with everyone. For example, in Washington DC, they are getting rid of gas. So for new construction, they don't want any gas furnaces. They don't want new. They only want electric. The same concept in New York City, and this is because of sustainability, energy efficiency, and I'm not very sure about the laws, but for new constructions, at least in DC, at least in New York City, all the buildings or homes, they require electric equipment. So because of that, we're gonna choose a split AC air source heat pump, HP, and electric strip as a supplemental heating. However, I got asked a question about how do you do dual fuel? So if it was a dual fuel, you're gonna have a heat pump, right? And then you're gonna have in here a furnace, gas furnace, dual fuel, right? Okay, but in this case, we're doing a split air source heat pump and then we're doing electric strip. Air source is not water source. It could be also water source if you're using geothermal, right? However, we're doing a split AC. Okay, so a split air source heat pump and we have electric strip, fuel, electricity. We put water heating, conventional. Actually, we don't need to worry about that. We are good. Apply. There we go. Okay, once we apply, we have data. You can put in here some cost, maintenance, financing. Mainly that would be maybe for another video, but we're just selecting the system, right? Okay, description. In here you can add some words. However, in here you have your air source heat pump. That's very important. These 4 letters are very important actually. So a split air source heat pump and the supplemental heat, okay? So in the air source heat pump, you have the option in here to select equipment, and that's when it becomes very interesting. Since you are the HVAC designer, you have the option of contacting the representative, okay? So at least in commercial, you can choose, for example, a Train, you can use DAIKIN, Carrier, and they will gladly assist you. They want your business, so that's a very good thing. But now sometimes the owner or sometimes the client, they already work with a contractor. The contractor has their own manufacturer that they work with a lot, so you can contact them too. Okay, so in residential, in this case, since we did already Goodman, we did another example for Bryant, I guess. we can try in this case Daikin. Okay, so what we're gonna do is select equipment, and then under equipment you have Aeon, you have a lot of manufacturers, right? So we're gonna check in here Daikin. It's just for the, this is just for the video. Next time we're gonna choose another manufacturer, right? This is not like a paid subscription or anything. No, it's just like an example. Okay, so Daikin, and then in here we're gonna have which model. So I'm doing this from 0. So whenever, see, this is DZ. Z usually stands for heat pump. However, if we're not so knowledgeable or we're not familiar with the manufacturer, it is a good idea to go to the internet and find out more information. In these videos, I always show how I would do it if I was doing it myself. And that's why nothing is prepared. So I'm just gonna go in here and go check in Google, okay? So if we go to Google, in here it says, let's go here to Google. There we go. So under Google, what we're gonna put is Daikin. I was double checking in here Daikin if this is good or just trying to get some information. So in Daikin, you can always resort to the catalog. So in here it says Daikin Residential Catalog PDF, and there's a lot of information actually. So you go there, you have catalog for Daikin AC, you have the other catalog. We're going to check in here the Daikin AC product catalog. So you have a lot of information about every manufacturer. So if you go there, product catalog, and then you're going to be able to have access to this city. Actually, let's see what it gives us. Okay, so for this catalog, actually you have a lot of information, and that's the beauty of HVAC. There is plenty of information in the internet, in manufacturers. It's a big field. You never stop learning. Okay, so in Daikin you have, actually this is a catalog for VRV. VRV is mainly a VRF technology, but they call it VRV. So this is air source VRV, water source VRV, and these are the indoor units. In residential, we're not doing VRF or VRV, so therefore we're gonna go for this catalog. Let's go back, but this is available in the internet. That's my main goal, to explain everyone. It's a matter of the technician or the designer to read, because information is there always available, right? You just need to read instead of watching so many TikToks. I'm just kidding. Okay, so now we're gonna go check in here catalog, split product range residential catalog. There you go. So in the split there is nothing in there. Okay, no problem. There is Daikin systems. There is Daikin AC, residential, yeah, that's the one that I was checking actually before. So in this catalog, and I'm gonna leave this in the description below, I'm gonna leave the link in here. So at any point, feel free to give it a read and check it out, get familiar with your product, okay, that you're choosing, and then you're gonna have more understanding how this works. And again, this is not something that I'm making commercials or anything for any manufacturer. In here, for example, we have Daikin. Okay, they show always this nice face, the family, which is good, comfort, right? Catalog. And in here it says single and multi-zone systems for residential and light commercial. Again, it says light commercial VRV. So we're not doing VRF, but Daikin calls it VRV. Okay, so in here they have the history, and then maybe everyone is asking Remberto, go to the point. Okay, we'll go. So it says heat pumps in here, and they have the options. There you go. They have the also DZ9VC, and you can find more information about that, and way more multi-zone and air handling units, coils. Okay, so we're gonna go to page 110. So what we're gonna do in here is just go to 110. Let's put in here 110. There we go. So it says DZ9VC heat pump. Oh, this is actually very efficient, right? So 22.50. So the issue with being more efficient is when it's more efficient, it's more expensive, and then the house becomes more expensive. So if you want to make a lot of houses or in a project, sometimes they choose for the lower option. So this is a variable spring, see, variable speed compressor. So this can be expensive. Also, they have the other option in here. It's that 2-stage. See, they have 2 stages. The heat pump. And yeah, they have more other options in here. So they have another option in here, heat pump, and this is high efficiency. This might be 1 speed actually, so see the efficiency is less, 1602, right? Or they have, so that's the thing, there's always more options in here. So DZ, Q, SQ. So actually we might choose this, right? But depends again on the manufacturer, depends actually on the coordination with the client, with the owner, because do they want to spend this much money? Maybe some people want it, no, I want more inexpensive unit, or the other customer will say, no, I really need the most efficient unit so it could last. So it depends on the customer. Okay, so this is overall the idea. And now what we're gonna do, one more thing actually in here is, I'm gonna leave the description below, because once you select the system and you want to find more information about this is also available under what they call DAIKIN City. See, in DAIKIN City, I'm gonna leave this in the description below too, and it will give you more knowledge about the HVAC systems. For example, in new buildings, they are doing a lot of VRV. Sky Air, see, it's multi-zone or zones. You have indoor units, outdoor units, single zone systems, sometimes for electrical rooms. And in one of the comments they were saying, can you make a video about these mini splits? I'm still thinking about it, that I'm gonna make a video about this possibly. Okay, so we're doing about this light commercial split unitary. We're gonna do this unitary in here. Click right there. And then you have there heat pumps, air handlers. So from here you'll be able to find out all the information, the cut sheet or the specifications. See, you're gonna put heat pumps. There you go. You have the options. See, in here it already gives you what are the options. DZ14. So it goes from the lower efficiency to the highest efficiency. See, variable speed. ComfortNet, which is communicating possibly, and in here ComfortNet compatible. So see, it goes up in the efficiency. The more efficient, the more expensive, right? So for example, we can see on this 16 zeros. Okay, well, let's check on this. If you go there and you choose this system, you have 15 zeros, decent. And do you remember our load? What is our base load? So in our load, what we had in here, I'm just gonna put X. As you remembered, as everyone remembered, our load is about 2 tons. Okay, so if our load is about 2 tons, we're gonna select this 24, right? 24,000 BTUs per hour. Okay, but you might say, why don't we choose a 2.5 ton? Because we already take into account a lot of oversizing factors, right? So the oversizing factor is my blower power, and then we want it to be a little bit more conservative. Now, if you are still not sure, or maybe you want to be more conservative, you can always choose for the next size, right? Okay, so in this case, we can choose this. And when you choose that, you click in there, you're going to be able to find all the information in here. See, you have the specifications, you have the dimensions, but the one that I'm very interested is about this R410A. You know, it's going to go phase out in the next years. The new refrigerant, I believe is R32, or the other one is R4 something, right? So this will phase out, but mainly whenever you have a lot of stories, you have to check on the length, right? Dimensions. See, this liquid line, suction line were all good, no problem, but you have to check on this equivalent length. See, it's 250 feet, which is plenty enough. It's a lot, it's good. The issue when this becomes very interesting is when you have the unit at the basement, and sometimes you have to run 30 feet to this way, and a lot of elbows go up to the roof. So you are triggering, or you are affecting the efficiency, I mean the performance. So that is what I usually check. Okay, all right. And then also from these resorts, if you have a Revit model, the architect has this, for example, this house in a Revit model, then you can always download the Revit family. So that way, once you are in Revit, you can just insert it in Revit, this file. All right, so you don't have to wait for the even you have it in AutoCAD, view cut drawings. Okay, so this is another good resource, DAIKIN City. See, And also you can go in here, Daikin City, you can create an account and it will take you to, so my main point is you have in every manufacturer a lot of resources. And then if you don't know something, you can always reach out to them and they want your business, of course, right? Okay, so that was it. And then let's see, let's go back to our video. Let's not get sidetracked. And then we're gonna go here. And then we were indicating that we're gonna get to select equipment. Under selection equipment, we're gonna go to who. We're checking on Daikin. We have Daikin in here. Condenser. Okay, so in here I'm gonna put until maybe 200 from maybe 90, which is not good. Let's put in here 90 to 200. So in here we're gonna put DZ. Okay, let's put the first character. We put like the D. Okay, it's giving me the D. Let's put the Z. It's giving me the Z in here. See, to select the unit. And let's put let's check what units are available in here. We were checking on Daikin City. Go back. Okay, go back. Our options, right? Heat pumps. So our options were all of these, right? We have all of these. So we were checking on this, for example, DZ14SA. Okay, so in here it says DZ14SA. Okay, DZ14SA024. Okay, DZ14. What do I have? Okay, I have DZ14. DC14SA. There you go, 24. Okay, let's go back. DC14 SA24. There you go. DC14 SA. And then we have 024. Yeah, we're going closer. Okay, we have the unit in here, but now we need to find a combination. What's going to be my air handling unit? Okay, so we have the heat pump already. There we go. Now we need what it says coil represents the air handling unit, which holds the coil. Okay, so let's go back there and we're gonna go back in Daikin City, heat pumps. Under heat pumps, we'll go unitary, air handlers right there. And then in here you have, again, depending on how much you wanna pay, let's go for the middle. It says DVPTC. When we put in there DVPTC, let's do it for 24. Okay, so DV24PTC. Okay, so let's go here, DV. Okay, let's see what, oh, there you go. You have only 3 options. So sometimes Wrightsoft, it still makes updates on the combination of the units. Okay, but in this case, I'm gonna choose this, and we're gonna see something. Yeah, so there is an inconsistency in here. So it says DV29 PTCV, right? So if we go here, there is not 29, it's 24. There might be a typo, right? But it might not be a typo either. So what happens is, let's double check in here. So this combination might be eligible or might be legit. However, we can always double check this with this reference number. If you check this reference number, this is AHRI number. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take notes on that, 8996261, and let's go to the website, and then I'm gonna check on the AHRI number. I'm gonna leave that in the description below too, like this link. So it says AHRI Directory, right? If you click in there, there is the link right here. Okay, let me take notes. I need to put the link of Daikin City, Daikin catalog, and then AHRI. So I'm gonna put those 3 links in the description below. Okay, so the number was 8996261. I'm gonna search it, and it says it exists. However, it says production stopped. Okay, so this production, actually they existed, but there's no more production. So in that case, that means that this is not updated, but there's no other option. So what should I do in that case, right? So what I personally do is just, I'm gonna select that and hit OK, apply. And then once you select and then you hit apply, you can always check on the performance. Mainly it's because of the performance. And see, you have a very good overcooling capacity, 112. It meets manual edge. It's perfection. Life is good, right? However, there is some inconsistencies because this is not the unit. The way you can approach to this problem is you can always edit this, but it's not a good idea to edit, but you want to be precise. I would edit this, I would edit this, and I would edit possibly my 224,000 BTUs hour. So technically, I would definitely edit the 24,000 BTUs hour. So technically, what we do is we just edit these values. I mean, this is just like the coil model number, and this is the AHRI number. So technically what we need to do is we just need to edit. Okay, so this video is becoming longer and longer. In the next video, we're gonna continue selecting this unit, because what happens is we need to check on the heating CFM. This is the heating CFM. In other videos I talk about the design CFM, target CFM, but we need to check what CFM is available based on this unit, which I'm gonna edit in the next video. And also in the next video we're going to locate where that air handling unit is located, because sometimes they show up in the first floor, second floor. We need to edit that. All right, hit the like button, leave any comment and subscribe. Okay, thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.